Hey guys, it's the One Spoon, and I'm just gonna do a video walkthrough of a game. Oh, I don't even remember the name of the game. It's called Hot Dog Champion. So basically it's a game where you have to eat hot dogs in different areas around the US, and at the end you get to be the hot dog eating champion. There's power-ups, but you unlock them, I believe, one row for every level. A few levels in it might be like 2 rows, I'm not 100% sure. But at the very beginning I did not have a clue what to do because it says pick up, eat hot dogs, so I figured, I have to hold both of them or just press them randomly. So I wasn't too sure, so I edited that out, but I did have a difficulty for my very first 3 rounds. I didn't really understand it. I was kind of pressing them and randomly eating, and I lost my very first attempt at this game. So the instructions aren't very clear. They don't, but once you do get them, they're very easy. You understand it, but basically what you have to do, you hit left and then hold up to eat your hot dog, or you hit right and then hold up to drink your water. I was trying to hold both of them at once, and then I was kind of randomly hitting them, and it was just I was looking like a retard or something. But there, as you progress through the game, you unlock some combos. I'm not 100% sure if they're unlocked at the start. They might. But one of the combos, your first one is you eat with 1 hot dog in one hand, then it's 2 hot dogs in one hand, and then there's a hot dog in either hand, and then 2 hot dogs and a drink. Each one has its benefits. The best one is in the order you unlock them is they progressively get better. By the end you can get around 28 hot dogs without using any power-ups, which is pretty good. I didn't really use the power-ups too much, so I didn't really find I needed them. This game is not difficult at all. I only, in this, it's only my last round of it, and then I show you my score, and I show you my power-ups I buy, any little tips they show. It's about a 30-minute game overall. But the power-ups, there's quite a few of them. At first it's a little overwhelming, the very first round, because I don't really understand what they are for, but once you actually get into the game, you understand it. You realize that they're pretty good. There's a good selection. I like also how there's the character selection. I didn't really pick any character in general. I just went with the original stock character because I didn't really care who I was. I'm just playing through the game, just trying to see what it's about. I found this game was a little too easy. The computer is very dumb with their power-ups. You'll see them using them right at the beginning. They aren't using them in any particular order. They're just kind of randomly using them whenever. So the AI in it's pretty bad, but that can be expected because this game looks like it was very cheaply made. I'm sure it took a bit of effort, but it's not like some games that you see out there where they have a whole team of people, spending half a year on it or 3 months just trying to get a nice game out in time. What is there? There's 4, 5, 8 levels I think I counted there. So after about maybe 3, 4, or 5 levels, it gets kind of boring because it's such an easy game. Well, sure, there's the power-ups you unlock in the extra combos, but they don't really do much to add to the game. To beat the game in its total entirety, it took me approximately 30 minutes, but that's also with my loss at the very beginning, which was, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes or so. So if you do this game perfectly, 100%, no problem, it'll take you maybe 26 to 28 minutes, depending how long you spend on the power-up screen. So this game doesn't really stand out in my eyes. It's a mindless time waster game. That's the best I'd be able to say for it. There's nothing special at the end. That kind of disappointed me. It just tells you how many hot dogs you ate overall. There's no high scoreboard, so that kind of takes away from the end experience as well. There's no special animation. There's no nothing. Just a screen, and then it lets you go back to the main menu area where you can just start again. There's absolutely nothing special for beating this game. just besides the fact that you can be like, hey, yeah, I beat this game, woohoo, and you can feel good about that if that's what make you feel good. but the game it's too repetitive in my opinion. It's basically this combo it's pretty good, but it's basically you're doing the same combo over and over till your thirst meter is full, and then you're drinking water, getting it back down, and then you're just doing the same thing, and it fills up, and you get it down a little bit, and you eat like 2 or 3 more, and then the round's over. That's basically what every single round is until you get your next one. Then you drink and eat 2 at the same time, and then you do that until you eat approximately like 28 or 27 or something, and then you drink water, and then you eat a few more, and so it's just the same thing over and over. I could see it might have been a little better if there was only 1 round in every city, and I'm not sure if you lose if it takes you back to the beginning or not, because I only lost on the first round because this game is that easy. If it does take you back to the very beginning, that would be a horrible thing to make you suffer through. If it doesn't and it allows you to retry the level, that's fine. The special mascot head, I'm not sure if this special is different for every player because I only played it through as the 1 player. So I'm not sure about the other players, but the mascot special, or even if the other players' specials do different, have different effects, if there are different specials, I'm not 100% sure on that. I didn't go check it out. But the special, you don't even really need it at all. It only stops them for 5 seconds. Sorry guys, I just burped there. It stops the guy in first there, and the sound effects aren't that great. It's very repetitive, just like the game itself. The animation, it's actually not bad animation. I didn't mind it, but like I said, since there's not that great animation overall, maybe they could have spent like, I don't know how long an end animation is, maybe like a week or so, just for people that spend this half hour of their time playing this game. I'm not sure what everybody else thinks, if they're gonna rate this game up or not, but in my opinion, it's a thumbs down. Sorry for the makers, but that's my personal opinion. I don't know if there's probably some people out there that like it, some that don't, and I'm in the boat of people who do not like this game. Besides that, I don't have much else to say about this game. See, I've already gone through like 5 different places, but like I was saying, it's such a repetitive game. It's quite boring that way. Not challenging. And at the very beginning, the lack of a tutorial that was actually gonna help you, besides just throwing a set of directions in front of you that aren't very clear, that was kind of a letdown, because I didn't have a clue what I was doing, and they were just stuffing their faces with hot dogs, and my person's just looking like they're like they have a disability or something, like twitching, trying to half put hot dogs in their mouth and like not eating them. But once you actually do figure it out, the hot dog bar goes down like it's supposed to, not like in little specks at a time, and you get like 20 throughout the entire thing. Yeah, I believe this might be, the combo I'm using right now is the last combo you unlock. It's where you eat 2 hot dogs at once and then have a drink as well at the same time. I found that to be the very best combo. Like I said, you get what, 27 I believe before you have to take a drink. Yeah, see, there's the mascot special as well. Since it's a cheerleader type special, I'm guessing that it is character specific. But don't quote me on that, but I would assume it is. I did pretty good in this game. I think my best round was like 44, but I didn't really use like a huge amount of the power-ups that would help me. I like the speed up and the stomach fairy one. I would guess the speed up is probably the best one for when you're eating 2 and drinking at the same time. Although I'm not really sure, I didn't do any tests, I didn't like stop to see what's actually the best, but I just used them at my leisure, what I thought would be cool at the time. The one where you don't get thirsty, that's pretty good if you're eating the 2 hot dogs in either hand, because that brings up your thirst meter quite a bit. You can only eat about 6 hot dogs and then 1 single one before your thirst meter would be full. So if you do the thirst power up, then you can just run through the entire thing without actually even getting thirsty at all. I think I did that in one of my rounds, but then somebody used their desert on me, so it filled my thirst meter up and just stopped me in my tracks. But I actually had it going pretty good. I'm pretty sure the negative power-ups only affect the person who is in first, so if somebody uses a power-up off the bat, you'd be able to get them down pretty easily, I'm assuming. And then the positive power-ups, they only go to you. That's pretty standard. The food, I didn't really use power-ups in the first couple levels because I didn't stop to look how much they were at the end. But I have 550 points left over at the end, so you literally can go and spend as much as you want on power-ups. I assume. Well, not as much as you want because you can use 4 per round, but you can use quite a bit on power-ups throughout this game, and you'll do it just fine. The one thing that was disappointing, there was no high scores, so you can't really judge yourself against other people to see if you did good or not. But I got like 680, I believe. My first playthrough. I'm not sure if that's good, bad, but I didn't use super amounts of power-ups. I didn't. I used more. Actually, I used more like power-ups to actually help myself over the ones that are negative towards the enemies or your opponents, whatever you want to call them. Because that's just how I liked it. But this is the end of the game here. The last 3 seconds winding down. Time is up. And here I go. I almost got 100 there. That was actually pretty cool. But this is the end of the game. There isn't much to it. Your hot dog champ, the number you ate, and back to the screen. Oh, 630, not 680. Sorry, people. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and check out my other ones. See you guys later.